Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm giving you something new. I said I was going to bring you more fashion videos. I'm going to bring you more fashion videos. So you always hear me saying, oh, I'm going to bring you more fashion videos when the funds hit. Well, the funds haven't hit. But in the time being, I will start making my own clothes with this handy dang sewing machine. I'll start off with like a few reasons why I wanted to get into sewing. These are some things I've always wanted to learn. So the first reason I've always wanted to learn how to sew is that when I buy clothes from fast fashion brands, they often are low quality. They rip very easily. Pennies, I'm talking to you. If I wash them, they're donezo, and they don't fit really well. Like, I always have to do some kind of belting or whatever to get the clothes to fit me properly. And I want my clothes to fit me, my personal body. Another reason, the reason number two why I want to start making my own clothes is that the main reasons why I want to get into like making my clothes is because I want to be more unique. I want some stuff like I just can't buy. And if I can't buy it, I can make it. How I turn this skirt into this. So if you guys want to watch that, please stay tuned. But yeah.
So here you can see that I have started to take off the appliques on the ugly infamous dress, so it's just going to be a time lapse. Sorry for that thing on the side. I didn't prop the camera properly, but we move, so yeah. Taking this out kind of reminds me of, you know, if you're a black girl, you know what I'm talking about. When you're taking out somebody else's weave, yeah, and you're cutting the tracks, that's what this reminds me of, you know. So I have previous experience in this before. If you can do that, then you could do this, baby. You could take an old skirt that your auntie, your mom and dad have brought from Nigeria and turn it into something you would actually wear, because God knows they like to bring rubbish in front of our faces and we have to smile there because we're seen as ungrateful. But anywho, I digress. So I've removed it now, and then I turned it inside out because I was gonna remove the tulle. As you can see, I just started taking off the thread, but that tulle, goodness, it was a time and a half for me to remove. Let me not sit here and lie. It was a really big something. So as you can see, I'm just gonna be removing it.
So I have cut this part off, right? And what I was debating on, it's actually quite a short skirt, but I'm gonna put some ruffles at the end. So what I was debating is, should I take this off? But I have decided that I'm gonna take this frilly thing off, and then I'm going to mend the back. Oh no, I'm gonna take out these seams, because the reason this came out in the first place is because it's too tight. I got too much ass for that. So I'm gonna like measure myself, and then I will do it based on with the right seam allowance. So far so good. I'm taking off all of these, and I feel like I could use this fabric for something else if there's some left, but I think this is just going to be, this fabric itself is going to be used as some frilly stuff at the end. And I still have these emblems, but these are ugly as hell, so I don't know where else I would use this, but I'll save it in case I need it for another project. But yeah, this is how it's going so far. I think I'm just gonna take this. I still don't know how to use the sewing machine. I still haven't fired up the sewing machine yet, but we'll find our way. So yeah.
So change of scenery, I decided to go to my sister's house, and you know, the machine is so light that I could have just brought it. So that is like the second half of the skirt, and I was removing the tulle. I'd already started, but I was removing it again. More than again, but I was removing it. Anywho, yeah, my original idea was to take that tulle and do the draping thing again, because the original tulle had some rips in it. As you will find out, that did not become the reality.
Hey y'all, so I decided to take the ruching off of the skirt, and now I am writing down on I took my dress off of this because I have sense, but I am measuring myself with this measuring tape. It's very messy right now, but this is a process. So I'm increasing the seam allowance, so I need to know. So right now I've measured my booty. My booty is 40.5 inches. And so I'm gonna go and measure my upper thigh, walking room, 40 inches. Okay. Okay, 40 inches. Wow. My booty is only half an inch bigger? Damn, that's mad. That's mad. I knew I had a small booty. I knew I was part of the small booty gang. But damn, so that in half is 20 inches. I'm not 20 and a quarter inch on my booty and 20 inches on my upper thigh. So where does this reach my booty? It reaches my booty around this point, right? I can see that line, and then my upper thigh is around this point. It's a good thing it's on the inside of the skirt. So I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, baby. And next is gonna be a time lapse. So yeah. I'm actually a dickhead. So yeah.
So as you can see, I had pinned down where I had wanted to increase the seam allowance. It turned out I only need to increase it at the bottom, not at the sides. So all that measuring was for nothing. And I'm gonna do for nothing. You know, Melvito said it best, or was it Gabsy? It was probably both of those niggas. Anywho, so this is me just doing useless work for the sake of doing useless work. Cause that would, yeah, I opened my mouth because I stood over a needle, but I knew I was a useless girl before. Anywho, and that's me being weird on camera. Damn. Okay. This is my first time watching this back. That's me. I'm so sorry, but damn.
Okay, y'all. So I graduated to this table in my living room because I'm gonna do it inside out because number one, the table is rectangular, and number two, the table is way bigger. Why is there 3 different panels on this? I'm gonna have to, it doesn't matter. Once I get this kind of straight-ish, and I'm also eating chocolate because I can. I deserve chocolate from all the stress that I've been enduring. From this pandemic, I deserve everything and more. So we want to make this as even as possible because I'm going to cut this in half. So, where am I pinning it? So I got my pan, I got my chocolate. This is inside out. This is inside out. Right? I'm going to draw a line because this is not really like halfway. I'm going to draw a line where I think the halfway point is. Does it really matter? I heard a lady say it once. The estimating is a-okay. Right? I've drawn the line. Now I'm gonna ask my little brother for a ruler. You know what? I'm gonna get my eyebrow pencil because I feel like these are trousers my mom asked me to mend. I don't know why I got a sewing machine like last week. Now she wants me to start mending clothes. I knew it was a slippery slope. But let me calm down. I've gotten this, alright? And I'm gonna, yeah, this is way better. So the video cut off when I was like halfway through. Lovely, innit? So I've already cut this into 2 and I'm gonna use it for the ruffles. In case y'all were wondering. Yeah, this is me. This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. I'm at my wit's end. This is the fabric I'm supposed to use to like do stuff, but I'm at my wit's end. I'm at my wit's end. How do you niggas do this bitch? You like my do-rag? I get so distracted so easily, but man, this stuff is hard. So I got my skirt here. It's inside out and you see it's frilly at the bottom. I'm trying to pleat this. I'm gonna have to look at my other skirt sewn to see how the last tailor did this stuff, because I'm quite confused. But the best way to find out the problem is to see somebody else who has successfully figured out the problem. You see what I mean? Yeah, I have a skirt that I have a dress that I want to emulate the bottom of. So yeah, like totally. Hey y'all, so I finished sewing the seams, side seams of the skirt, and I've decided to add a little ruffle. So I am pinning pleating and pinning my fabric to give a ruffle effect at the bottom of the skirt. I'll show you what it looks like inside out to give you a picture of what it might look like when it's finished. After that, I'm going to hem the bottom of the skirt, and I think I should be done. You know what, if I didn't add all those extra steps in the middle, this would have taken me a day max. But you know me, I like to be extra. So this is what the skirt would look like, and I'm liking it. Obviously I haven't pinned this side, and there's actually not much fabric left for me to pin, but I have this, so I think I should be grand. So yeah.
So the way I used to do this is like I'd gather a little bit and then I'd pin, and then I'd gather a little bit and then I'd pin. But where I was a little bit confused was that when I'm sewing, oh, that's my brother's hand. Where I'm sewing like the thing together, I wanted it to look quite neat when I unfolded it. I hope this makes sense to people, but I used a lot of pins. This took like a week for me to do, and there I'm cutting. This is some extra fabric. I'm cutting it to add to it because the original fabric that from the first strip was not enough, so I cut like a sliver, and then I did enough for it to, because I didn't want it to be too pleated on one side and not pleated enough on the other. So yeah. So when I added the extra fabric, this is me sewing the pleats together. Oh no, I'm not even doing extra fabric. This is me sewing the pleats together, and each time I'm taking, oh no, I'm actually rethreading the machine here. Look at me, just saying anything for saying anything's sake. So right now I'm getting going. Look at me go. That little machine really did what it needed to do. I was afraid that it wouldn't be enough, but little Baudre, or should I call her Betty? She really did what she got to do. Or should I call her Biola? Because I'm Yoruba. Yeah, Biola. Biola did what she got to do in this situation. But yeah.
Hey guys, so I'm almost finished. Let me wear my shoes. This is what it's looking like so far. She's giving you booty. She's giving you pizzazz. Let me just tie this because. So, the final step, I'm actually like 99% done. I need to rethread the bobbin. Most of the thread is gone, but I have some white thread from when my mama bought me thread because I wanted to start sewing. Oh, baby. But yeah, look at this, baby. You can't tell me shit. Like, oh, and it's a beauty people.
So ladies and gentlemen, people of the crowd, this is the final step. This is just me hemming the bottom of the skirt. Why do I always look like I'm doing something heavy lifting, pursing my lips like that? It's actually something I've learned in my childhood. But like, what the heck is going on here? I don't know what I was doing there, but I was trying to do something. This was just a few hours ago. Anyway, just hemming this stuff. Yeah, and then I hemmed it wrong, and then I'm re-hemming it. You know, this is a learning process. I made a lot of mistakes, a lot of mistakes, but I learned a lot too.
So I've hemmed the bottom. This is what the skirt is looking like. It is done. But there's some stray strings. I'm gonna clip those. But yeah, I think for my first ever project, this was a win. This was my first time using a sewing machine. I made a shit ton of mistakes. Let me not lie. I've removed like 7 different seams. I did and undid, but in the end, it came out great. So if me, somebody that doesn't know how to do anything, can do it, anybody can do it. So the main reason I wanted to share my journey and how I'm learning to sew and all my different sewing projects is because I want to empower everybody else to be able to try it. You know, I tried it, it's working out great for me. Now, because my parents my dad, thank you, sir. He sponsored me. Now he's asking me to make him clothes. You see, I put myself in basic, but I did it to myself at least, you know. It was self-prescribed. Yeah, I've hemmed it. This is my first time hemming, and it wasn't that bad. It's not that bad. I tried to do like the double hem, but it didn't work out too great. But still, look, nobody needs to see the inside because nobody sees the inside work. When I get better, my clothes will look more professional. But for now, this is amateur stuff. This is my first project. I'm actually so proud of myself. This is why I love doing stuff creative, because when I see the project finished, I'm like, damn, I have creativity. Like So I forgot to film an outro sequence. I look quite cute. This makeup is quite delicious. Let's not see here and lie. It's a very pink moment. I forgot to film an outro, so here is me filming an outro. So cue the montage of me modeling the dress. So if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you get notified every single time I post. And I want to say thank you so much for watching. This is something new on my channel, so I don't know how it is going to be seen, but I really do appreciate you guys watching all the way through. And if you have watched all the way through, I would recommend, you know, leave a little heart down below. But yeah,